Catalog time! I love catalog time. The reason why is because you see all the stuff that you want and that you'll probably never have in your pretty little hands. Hey toy fans, so I'm here with instead of doing a review, I'm going to do another one of our books. Now this was on request from Mr. Gary. Last time we had done the 1990 Tonka Kenner book. And this time, like I have a 1989 that I recently got, but I'm going to put that one away instead. We're going to go ahead and go straight to 91. This was such an awesome year for me, and I love this one. I love these things because, honestly, we'd get them in our box items. So, like, if you got, like, a vehicle, you'd get one of these in there, and you would sit there and, like, remember just drooling, thinking about all the toys that I really wanted to get. And honestly, I probably didn't even get a quarter of half the toys in here. So, you know, it was kind of like one of those things. This was, back in the day, this was our, you know, under the covers literature that we had that we would sit there and read. So before I get into this, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe now. Be sure to hit that like button below, hit the bell for notifications, and leave me a comment. I'm going to comment back to you, okay? What do you say? Let's take a look at this. All right, here's our guide. Now, I used to love these things. Kenner 1991, I mean, just, oh, you get these as a package. I did get several things, Dark Knight, Beetlejuice, and Swamp Things. I remember having this one and the 1991 quite often. But yeah, let's get into it, because there's some good lines in here. Of course, we've got that old Dark Knight collection. And I love this because they've doubled up the figures this time. Instead of just having the Sky Escape, we get the new Knockout Joker, Power Wing Batman, that Thunder Whip Batman, and I had that Shadow, was it the Shadow Wing Batman, and then the Tech Shield Wall Scaler. Let's see, I think I had didn't have the Crime Winch. I did have, of course, the Iron Winch, which is one of my favorites. I had Thunder Whip, and I did have the Power Wing, and this became my quintessential Batman that rode around in the Batmobile. I did get the Joker cycle at one point. It's actually in a glass case now because it's pristine. The box was pretty much destroyed, but it came with this book, instructions, and so I put it in a glass case. Though I'm trying to get a Joker to put it with it. Of course, the Bat cycle is pretty cool, and it's actually taken off the RoboCop one. It's very similar in mold. The Batcopter I never found. I thought that was pretty cool. This is probably one of my all-time favorite Batmobiles. This is and it's a great toy too. I had these two. I also had the Batjet, which is fun. If you had Silverhawks, that was a repeat item from there. Then we had that Turbojet Batwing, and it was like a 3-in-1 vehicle. Personally, I like the Batwing from the Toy Biz better, but I never really got to play with this one. All right, and then of course this is when we started getting our deluxe collection stuff. So we had that was at the Crime Master. So we had the Claw Climber with that purple armor, so cool. We had the Blast Shield. Oh, it's got like that bola fire, and we've seen that bola fire before. We'll see that again with, like, what is that? Predator, I think, used it. Oh yeah, and the Night Glider, it had like a hooking claw and everything. I did come across this Strike Wing the other day, and I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know where to put it. I do have the Bola Bullet. This actually I got from Jeff. He got it for me for a birthday, and I absolutely love that thing. I kind of fixed mine up a little bit, added some stuff to it. And then we had that Gotham City Dragster. Now, I don't ever recall seeing this one out. It was one that came out later, and it's probably rare if it's out there, because I don't think I've ever seen it. And then, same with the Joker vehicle. I do believe that they reused this again down the road for one of the Joker vehicles in the animated series, but I could be wrong. Skyblade, we did see this, and I remember seeing that one. That was kind of cool. Though, it's weird because this is the handle, and so when you let it go, it takes the seat and Batman with it instead of the whole jet, which is kind of odd. And then that Batcave, man, who had that Batcave? Because that was like one of those things I always wanted, like one of the Batcaves, and like the Bruce Wayne Batcave Command Center. I thought it was so cool. I always wanted the Toy Biz one, but never could find it, and never could afford this, or my parents would never get it. But yeah, I always wondered, like, this, is that just like a weapon storage, I think? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'd like to, if you've had this, let me know down in the comments. I'd like to know your experiences about it. Like quick change chamber, like one that just spins. Okay, roleplay stuff. That crossbow, that's pretty cool. I did come across that one day. Didn't get it. I did come across this, and I love this because this is a mold of the old Stormtrooper blaster that they have put a sonic neutralizer on the end of it. And then I think they brought that mold back again when they did the oh my goodness, Power of the Force 2. And then we got this. This was actually a repeat of, was it the Air Raiders? It was like a thing that shot a jet out. So, of course, kind of reusing those parts. The Crime Control set. Man, I always wanted that as a kid. And I remember that Batman bat armor. Like, I totally dug that. I wanted that, but I always knew I was way too small for it. Or, I'm sorry, it was way too small for me. I was a big kid. That used to bother me. I really wanted that. Alright, over to Robin Hood. Now, man, I remember I always wanted Robin Hood figures back in the day, but you know, my dad didn't really, like, we didn't have the money, and he was like, you don't need those. He called them dolls because they had clothing on them. But I have them all now, and I've got some of these still on card. Like, I've got Little John, and is it Crossbow Robin, Azim, and I think Longbow Robin. Still all on card. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now, and they have them all on card. And then I've got these two Robins. I got their generic head and Costner head, and then all of these like opened. I think I've got like 2 Dark Warriors. Yeah, it was a cool line. I dig it. And of course, really good reuse of parts of that Sherwood Forest playset. It's very nice. I think Jeff and I were talking about that recently on Talking Toys Taylor Jeff with the Ewok Village, because we're finishing up our Star Wars runs. We were talking about that. And the same with the Battle Wagon. And I actually, so I do have these. I don't have Sherwood, but I do have these. And then I did get the Battle Wagon, and my Battle Wagon was missing the shields, and I eventually got the shields. It cost about $35 to get all 4, but I did finally finish that one up. Okay, Swamp Thing. Let me go ahead and tell you, Swamp Thing, so cool. This was such an influential birthday for me back in '91, because I got a lot of these from like friends like Steven and Jose. I think John gave me one, and they hung out at my house. I just absolutely loved it. So I got, out of these, I think I'd originally had the camouflage Swamp Thing, but someone got me the Snap Up, Bayou Jack, Weed Killer, and Anton Arcane. And that same birthday I also got the Transducer playset. And now what I have is I do have Snare Arm, Camouflage, Bioglow, which is one of my favorites, Snap Up Swamp Thing, Bayou Jack. I do have Tomahawk. I've got Anton, which I'm just needing his unmanned mask. I got Dr. Demo, Weed Killer, and Skin Man. And I'm just needing to get like parts for some of these. I've got most of the Bog Rover, but I'm missing the front ski and the front missile launcher, and that's one of those I'm trying to put together. And then that Bayou Blaster I thought was always pretty cool. Transducer playset. This is probably one of my favorites, and I finally have mine completely put together with this mask set here, but I don't have the stickers, so I'm trying to find stickers for it now, or like a reprint. And there was a guy I was talking to that might have had them, but I can't get the download to work. That Trap playset I thought was pretty cool. This would still be one that I would try to find and put in my glass case, because I think it would display nicely. That Marsh Buggy, how cool is that? But I think that thing is huge. Alright, let's see. Of course, we got starting lineup. Now, ooh, Daryl Strawberry. And let's see. Jose Canseco. Man, there's some good ones in here. Ken Griffey Jr. Bo Jackson. That's when he was with the Royals. Oh, Nolan Ryan. See, I totally get a Nolan Ryan. Love the Rangers. And of course we got our football over here. Oh, another Bo Jackson over here. Hey, Bo knows. Bo did everything. Herschel Walker. Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys. That'd be kind of cool. I think they're still around. Yeah. Alright. I think what bothered me with these is they usually never had the pictures. I always wanted to see who it was. The National Basketball Association. I think these are like all the heavy hitters, like Magic Johnson, Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, of course. If Jordan wasn't there, you know, that was kind of questionable. I like these, the headline collection. Thought that was kind of cool. Oh, Beetlejuice. I gotta love some Beetlejuice. Now, I remember when I was a kid, I had all the Beetlejuice. I had, of course, the Spinhead, Showtime, Shish Kebab, and over on this side, I did have Shipwreck and Exploding. I loved the Beetlejuice. Now I just have Spinhead, Showtime, and Shish Kebab. I've come across some of these, but man, these tend to get expensive. And not just expensive, like, you know, expensive for not even having all the parts. Because if I was going to get them, I'd want all the parts. At least out of that first wave, that would be cool to have these two. And Harry the Haunted Hunter. The Phantom Flyer, such a cool vehicle. The Creepy Cruiser. This one didn't have the tomb, but I think the tomb's pretty cool. Oh, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Now, I know my friend Josh, he loves these, so this kind of going through this is for you. But I always thought these were really cool. Though I love, when we talked about this line, Jeff and I totally want to get that Grim Reaper on guitar. I think that's awesome. That's such a cool figure. We got the Wild Stallion speaker set. I like this Jam Session 2-pack. If I was going to get one thing out of Bill and Ted, this would probably be the thing I'd try to get. Like the phone booth and the most excellent motorcycle vehicle. That's pretty cool. Oh, and of course more Ghostbusters. Slimed Heroes. At this point, you know, I never really got into getting any more of these. I know that I liked this line, the Super Fright features. I thought they were fun, and I liked the classic monsters. And I've gotten Jeff a few of these here. Kind of thought about doing a cosplay from one of these up here, but I haven't gotten around to it. These are pretty cool. I like the Ecto 3. I think for me, instead of getting the Ghostbusters, for me, this was always the stuff I liked, like the Ghost Nabber and the Ecto headphones and Radar Blaster, the Proton Pack. Who didn't want that Proton Pack with the PKE and the ID card? Man, everybody I knew wanted that thing, especially like the Ecto Charger Pack. I wanted that. The Grab-O-Meter and the Ghost Trap. Everybody wanted the Ghost Trap. Ecto Blaster toy weapon. It's just such cool things. And then the Claw. It's coming, it can't be stopped this fall. And there's a picture of the Claw. I remember this RC vehicle. It's kind of fun. Alright, well that's it. You know, honestly, these guides are a lot of fun. It's cool going down memory lane looking at them. You can still find these guides available. I see them all the time on eBay. So if you're going out looking for one of these guides, good luck with the toy hunt. This episode of Teddy Gun was sponsored by Marvin Dog Media. To learn more about Marvin Dog Media, visit www.marvindogmedia.com. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below to let YouTube know that you like what I'm making. And be sure to hit that bell notification so you get updates to future content.